Hey guys, I'm Docski and I'm the developer of REPULS.io, a live service multiplayer first-person shooter game that I'm working on completely by myself. And when I tell people that I'm about like 5% finished with REPULS, like that's literally the development stage, it's like 5%. A lot of them think I'm over-exaggerating or some crap. But the truth is, there's so many things that I want to do with the game, and the foundation for the game was not built for it, right? I'm completely self-taught. I didn't really go to college and all of that stuff for game development. So everything I know was self-taught, which means a lot of mistakes made along the way, right? REPULS is just the cobbled together version of all the hundreds of thousands of hours of me consuming gaming content and game development content, right? Like the netcode is inspired by Counter-Strike and Half-Life and Halo, and the shooting mechanics is inspired by Doom and Perfect Dark and GoldenEye and Call of Duty. The movement is inspired by Halo and Call of Duty again, right? So it's basically just this amalgamation of all the things that I love. Now, to put into perspective what I mean when I say the game is like 5% complete, by that I mean the other features that I would like to build with this universe are so immense that if I started listing them now, this video will become like a 30-minute video. But just to give you a short view of what I mean is, there's quite an in-depth story. You may not think that there's one because it's just some crappy web game, right? No, there's actually quite an in-depth story. There is quite a deep culture between the different factions that I understand. I haven't figured out the best way to share that. Maybe I'll start doing stuff like trying to hire artists on Fiverr and that stuff to like try to get some of that out there. In terms of stuff that I want to do, like campaign modes and co-op modes and survival modes, extraction modes. And then there's different vehicles, there's different classes of vehicles and classes of weapons and different play styles. There are so many different things that I want to get into. Maps, I want to try different things with maps and like kind of like reinvent the idea of a multiplayer shooter map and not just be the static maps that we have now. But again, I've been talking a lot, and I know some of you might be annoyed with the fact that I keep saying all these stuff, and it's like, where is it? Well, look, ultimately, this isn't an excuse, but I am one guy, and this is a process. And unfortunately, when I started making REPULS, I never really sat down and thought of how all these systems would work together. Which means that I was just adding stuff, and the code was just getting uglier and uglier and uglier and uglier. And at some point, I had to go, wait, let me pause and think this thing through so that I can build a foundation where everything else can be built upon. Unfortunately for me, I think we're kind of close to that point right now, where a lot of the systems behind the scenes are coming together in a way that once I can get them out, like the netcode is almost there, once I can get it through the door and get it stable, then everything can be built on top of that, like the PC version, any form of mobile port. There's so many things that can be built, but we can't build it yet until I pause and get the foundation out. Now, again, I'll be doing some more videos in a similar format to this. The difference is I'll probably, I hate that word, I keep messing it up. I'll probably splice in more videos of the game so that you guys can probably not stare at my face all however long this is, right? But I think I'm liking the format, and I guess we'll take it from there. And for anybody who finds it interesting, welcome. I'll probably post stuff like this mostly on my channel, and those who are interested in to see like the actual development of the game and actual communicating with me and back and forth, like actually like interacting with you guys, then you'll see it on my channel. Yeah, so I appreciate you guys for taking your time. I don't care if it's 1 of you or 10 of you or 1,000, it doesn't matter. I appreciate the time that you've spent playing the game so far. And yeah, thanks for watching, listening. Out.